Hey guys, 13pco here. Gonna do a practice video, but I'm hoping that it's a little bit shorter this time. I know my videos tend to be on the longer side, like 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, so I'm trying to keep this one in 10 minutes. So we're just gonna do a smaller set today. So this is no J and then Z 7x4 box minimals. So you tend to see these on like LS or LZ fifth, and you end up boxing and then having this sort of queue once you use the other piece to box. So these are pretty nice. There's only 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yeah. So I'll just go over these quickly and then try to come up with some ways to recognize each solve, and then do some practice on the Himitsu confidential site. So yeah, let's get into it. So right away, of course, we have PCO. This is definitely the most common solve. I think it's like you can do it 50% of the time or so. This is ordered in the order of like how often you can do the solve based off the cover. So yeah, so the PCO solve, I put the specific conditions for this. So you obviously need the T before the Z piece, or you need to be able to place the T before Z, and then you need to place the I floating somehow. So this is like top hat, and then this is just PCO. So you just need the O prop or the S prop for the I piece. And that's the only conditions really, and then you can solve it. The next one is technically also PCO. It's this one right here for the second one, but with this sort of queue, you can always place the first Z piece over here. And so that allows you to have a late T piece, and this still works pretty well because then you can place O and then T and then L. So even with a late L piece, this is really, or sorry, a late T piece, this is really good. The main thing you need to see is early SI, and if you can build Dragon, then you're good. So yeah, and this is the more specific conditions are S before Z, and then I before L and O, right? Because you just need to place those. All right, these next two are very similar. This one's upside down version of this, or you can see these. It's just the pretentious SE reduction. And so for this one, you just need early ZO. So as long as you can place these two, then you can build it. You can also place this stuff on top of the O and still spin the Z in here. So that's kind of interesting. Place T last. You can also spin the I piece in. Sometimes you have to be careful. If you don't spin it correctly, you might have to 180 to get it to fit correctly. So that's worth noting. You got to be accurate with that if you don't have 180. And then this is the same thing pretty much. It's just upside down, right? So early TL, you can make the base of it, and then skim. So yeah, as long as you can place the T and the L, you're fine. And again, you can place the I and the O here without the T, and then do that last. Okay, so that's already, and these are the most common, like these are the ones people see mostly. This one's a little bit more rare, so I called this one LSCO placeable. So if you can place this, then it works because you just have T and I on hold after that. So you know, sometimes you're going to be doing L, Z, and then O, and then placing the S last. But then there's also this case where you could have the S first and the Z over here, and then spin it in like that. So that's, yeah, as long as this is placeable, this works. And then we get into the two weird ones. So for this one, you just need the late I piece, and that's typically the condition. So it's like T, Z, and L. Early L, you don't really see that other than this one. But yeah, I think this one's specifically for queues with like the I piece is last or something like that, and you're not able to place like this. There's like a certain queue that this just doesn't work. So this one's just good to know. LTZ, and then you just place S and O. And then for this one, it's just the upside down version of this one. So you place the I, so it's early I, and then you do the same sort of skim just upside down. So you need I, and then Z, L, T, and the Z needs to be before the L. So yeah, that's pretty much it. These you just kind of have to memorize, but everything else is, all the other ones are pretty intuitive, I'd say. So let's go for it. We're about halfway through, so here's the practice site. So I already have it set up. So for this one, we have the early SI, so that's going to be that dragon PCO. For this one, we can just do the regular PCO because we could place the S first and before the I piece. All right, for this, what are we going to do? Let's see, for this one, OZ, right? So we can do the pretentious skim here. So that's pretty nice. For this one, we could do the upside down pretentious skim with this, and then it ends up with like either this or an SE reduction. Okay. This one will just be PCO, and most of these are just PCO, so I'm trying to find the other ones. So like immediately I see the early IZ, so I know I can do the dragon solve. That's pretty good. This will just be PCO. All right, so this one's a pretty late T. So is the, oh, we can do the fun one here, since this is placeable, right? So that was nice. Just PCO. Just PCO again, pretty much. Oh, wait, nope, I trolled. Wait, no, did I? Yeah, no, that doesn't work. The T was too late. So yeah, oh, obviously it's this. Yeah, you got to watch out for the late T piece, for sure. You need to be able to place it, obviously. For this, we could go with pretentious again. I think that's the one I would do. All right, for this, also pretentious, perhaps. Or we could do this one for the top hat version. So yeah, got a lot of options there. This one we can't do the like main PCO one. We can do dragon though with the early SI. This is just PCO. Okay. Also just PCO. Again, a lot of the time it's just PCO. Okay, this is a little weird. Q. Can we do, oh, we can still do the PCO though, because Z was last. Now we could place T. Well, this just ends up being PCO a lot of the time. We could try doing one of the weird ones. So yeah, this is a good case for it. So let's see. So this is the one where we had the T like this, and then we do it like this. Yep. And then it's a SE reduction on this side. Nice. I don't think that was forced per se, but yeah, good one nonetheless. I think this is, yeah, this is kind of like a similar cue. No, wait, not quite. Yeah, what do we do here? Is this, I guess we can do dragon technically, because we can place the T. Oh no, wait, we can't do, wait, no, I did that wrong. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I didn't get the early I solve, but we'll do a couple more and see if we can get it. But I think that's pretty much it. Honestly, I feel like this was a pretty good showcase. I got 21, so that's good. This can't be the early I. What is this? We could do the we could do this one with the late T. For this, we could do pretentious. And then for this one, oh, this one we can do the last one. So it's like this, I believe. Yep. Again, very rare, but Very rare, but good to know. Okay, so that was 25. That's pretty good. Trying to keep this under 10 minutes. I'll post the links to this practice and this notes, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. This is a really small minimal set. I know there's, if Z was in a different place, I think I did the full like iteration of like all iterations of this queue, and there were actually 13 minimals. It's when T is last, it gets really nasty. But typically you're not in that situation, so I figured this would be good for like LS and JZ fifth or JS fifth. But yeah, hopefully this is helpful to some people. But yeah, I think that's all I have for today. Happy PCing.